And we are back for the Pokemon Online show high ladder episode. So we're gonna be using this Academy team, guys. If you are new to Pokemon or if you just want to take your game to the next level, click the link in the description down below. Join the Academy. It's the best Discord server on the planet when it comes to getting better competitive mods, at least singles, right? There may be some heavy hitters VTC wise, but singles, oh yeah, it doesn't get better than this. And you get access to players that are already at a high level. It's the one place where you can do that. You can have access to that. Because where else? And there's never been another time in history, which is what motivated the start of that, where, you know, at the highest level, somebody who's just starting the game could get immediate access, right? So that said, let's get into this game. We're playing a guy named Left Deppard. So what can he guard against? My Eternatus beats 1, 2, 3. I'm Choice Scarf, so I'm saying, like, from a Moonblast standpoint. Sure, technically I have super effective moves versus everything, and in fact, if I was a normal one, I might have just smashed him just with this, depending on what these sets are. But from a Choice Scarf standpoint, I can blow this away, blow this away, blow this away. Heatran and his two fairy resists are ground weak, which I think the all fairy resists are ground weak. Fairies, fire, steel, and poison. I don't think there's another one. They're all weak to ground. So there's that. We have our Shifu, who annihilates the opponent beyond this Zapdos. Pretty much guaranteeing a parry the moment I attack that Zapdos, but I'll try not to unless I'm going to kill it. We have Galarian Slowking, which is my primary answer to his. I mean, actually, I don't really have much of a solution to his. Have fun. He doesn't guard well against Ghost, so if he mindless Samurats, he's going to put himself in a bind later on versus my Choice Specs, Dragapult, and then Iron Defensing Garganical beyond the Urshifu is just destructive, just absolutely destructive. So it's really about battering him away with the Dragapult and the Eternatus, and then weathering the storm all throughout. Salcure is going to go a long way, so I'm going to leverage that big time. But phase 1 is going to involve checking out whether or not he'll mindless Samurott. So phase 1 is going to involve. I did not again, when you can't guard against something, you don't typically lead poorly into it. So Heatran, unless he's like, okay, well, I'm thinking I'll just go to my Zapdos Jam, and fair enough, right? I'm very tempted to Moonblast here, but Slowking Galar is equally possible. So we're going to just go to Garganical. The reason for this is that it positions me for Salt Cure shenanigans, right? I can Salt Cure with little to no risk. I'll likely be staring down. I don't know, I might make this Terra Water. I thought about it. Terra Water versus... I actually considered, if I had another answer, I thought about trying out Terra Ghost. With this particular set, Iron Defense with Terra Ghost, but there are downsides to every Terra. So what's going to end up happening is I'm going to lure out the Urshifu. The issue is I don't have anything for that. So we're going to do, if I pivot to what could I go to that? Yeah, I just have to be patient. Yeah, I know it's chilly receptioning. What I'll end up doing is forcing the Urshifu in. Now that allows me to Terra, but then this Slowking will have some leverage on me. Right. The upside of this is I get to Terra and beat down his I don't even think he's gonna Surging Strikes. Yeah, I didn't think so. So what this does allows me to reposition into my Dragapult. He made chilly reception again, but I figured not. Please do not Okay, that's a really big. This is a really big positional advantage because now I'm staring down Heatran, which does not enjoy having these shadow balls. Unless having these shadow balls, putting these shadow balls, these big shadow balls on his face. Pause. Let's see. Yeah, excellent. So here comes Samurato. The issue is that, like I said, he struggles with the shadow ball, right? I know Samurat's coming in, but once I get that damage, he's no longer an issue. Plus, he doesn't even have any. He doesn't have any. Do I go Urshifu here? No, I go hard Tusk. Tusk doesn't get. At least I don't think Tusk gets 2 KO. I'd be very surprised if I get 2 KO'd here. If I do, then so be it. I'm not gonna leave it in, but meaning from a positional standpoint, I didn't think he'd mindlessly Siege Lich Edge unless this is Terra Ghost, in which case I'd force the Terra. But it's not, so I got rid of all of his hazards. All that hard work, all that damage that Heatran took was for naught, as I'm going to be staring down a Volt Switch here. But we'll position for Galare Soaking, actually Hurricane, which is amazing for us. Because I get to Chili second, which is blessed. I'm thinking if there's an upside to Future Sight, because I'm staring at Future Sight and I'm staring down Samurai. Nah, Chili is better. Thunder Waves. I get the Chili off, which is blessed. Him having Thunder Wave is annoying. He doesn't have any Dragon Resist anymore, though. I've already Terra'd, though. You see what the roll is on Zapdos. Because if I body the Zapdos, then my Urshifu just runs amok. But I want to see if this is the best possible play, because it wouldn't make sense to have my Dragapult paralyzed if it's not a KO. Dragapult, all your choice specs. Max HP Zapdos. Sure. No, I want more HP. I don't think he has any spit F. He could, but I doubt it. 75 to 89. If I was Terra'd, for sure. If I were to go to... He's gonna go Slowking Galar on that. He hasn't shown Volt Switch. I just don't want to go with Pult and U-turn. So what I'm gonna do is go to my Dragapult here. The one thing is that he might go to Heatran on my Galarian Slowking, which would eradicate a lot of my progress. Because he might just say I'm gonna sack Tran, but I can't U-turn. So what I'm gonna end up doing is going back to Garganacl. If he pivots to, well, yeah, I shouldn't have went Pull first. What I would, let's see what he does. Yeah, he goes Slowking on my Dragapult. That's insane. I guess he knew I wasn't gonna shut up Shadow Ball. So, but this positioning is not great for me. Now it does mean you likely Sludge Bomb / Chili. The issue is I want to make sure that my positioning is impeccable for the Heatran not to be able to come in. So you should just Chili Reception here. Sludge Bomb here, please, for the love of God. Yes. So this is big because this allows for me to knock off. Something is losing its item right now. I could Rocks, but actually he doesn't. I forgot that Zapdos doesn't get Defog. So here comes a Tusk, but I have the advantage here. One, he's gonna have to knock off first Sphere in my Pult, but more importantly, as I said, let me see, 1, 2, 5. I actually want him to knock my Enort, whatever this shit is called. I don't want him to knock its item off. Let's beat this Tusk down. He actually went for he's offensive. Earthquake did way too much. Should spin now because he showed knock twice. I want to go Pult so badly, but to a KO this. Yeah, because now his Tusk is dead. Unless he goes Zapdos. Let me think. Yeah, Rocks is better. Because even if you were to take my Tusk out, because Rocks kills Strain, I know it's not dead yet. This offensively is an issue. I can go ENAMOROS technically. But Rocksteer either makes sure that he sacks his Tusk to mine. Yeah. Because if I Earthquake there and he doesn't switch. If I Earthquake there and he switches to Zapdos, I get no value. If he stays and he has to pick between Rapid Spinning and Dying, which is going to happen anyway. So, I figured, this will be better. Now, from a positional standpoint, my Urshifu is amazing. 10 seconds left. Now, I do want to be careful of my Rapid Striker, but as I said, he's wary of my Dragapult. If Dragapult comes in, he loses a Mon, which I don't think he wants. The reason I'm going Urshifu is because it can't die to any one move. I don't need to be at full for any particular reason. It's nice, but it's not required. And at this point, it's looking like Shadow Ball spam. So he Surging Strikes, and as I said, Surging Strikes plus CC can't knock me out. So at this point, he's either going to go for the close combat U-turn or the hard switch out. I just needed to know what he had. I have 20 seconds left, which is insane. Yeah. Oh, fuck. He went Zapdos. Well, that was kind of obvious, truth be told. I don't think he has Volt Switch because he has Thunder Wave. I'll Chilly Reception again in case he does have Thunder Wave. Volt Switch. I want to scout out what his moveset is. Please, for the love of God, get it off. Yes, you're a champion. And now this allows me to go to Dragapult and leverage the Shadow Ball because I need this thing beat the fuck down. I had a couple of things I could have done this turn, but this forces a Chilly, and from a positional standpoint, I have the edge. Because Samurott, unless it was Scarfed, we can't tell. But as I said, I don't want to Surging Strike to Zapdos unless I'm going to kill it. I do have Healing Wish tucked. If he's Scarfing Ceaseless, if he goes for a water move, I'm pretty sure he's Scarfed. I mean, it could be. I could be wrong. If not, then I know my Dragapult could kill him. If he's not Scarfed, yeah, he is Scarfed, most likely. Okay, so I got the little bit of damage I need on the Zapdos, and now I'm going to give up this Gray Tusk so that my he's doubt he's gonna Hurricane, but even if he does, it won't matter. That's a big miss right there. That's a game-losing miss right there. Now he has to Roost, yeah. But now if I get a Chilly Reception off, you're in trouble. Yeah, that was a big miss right there. It's Hurricane though. I mean, how many games did we lose recently to Hurricane? Okay, so he doesn't have Volt Switch, which is what I was scouting for. That's exactly what I needed to know. Okay, so now I can set off a Future Sight because I need to force the Zapdos out. Okay, Hurricanes, please get the Future Sight off. Soul King's been a champion so far, so I ain't even mad at him if he didn't. Hurricane did 27. He's gonna switch now, but as long as I got the Fusion ended, I got the Future Sight off. Blessed. Now I can Chilly. He gets the Hurricane off. Do I get the Chilly off? I don't get it off. But again, forgiven all the bullshit that my bros encountered here, to hit all those Hurricanes and get all the confusions is pretty insane. But they took the Future Sight damage, which means now I can Soul Cure him to prevent him from being above the range where I need him to be to do anything to my Dragapult. Hurricane would kill my what's this called? My fucking, you know what I'm saying? So what I'll end up doing is, from a positional standpoint, it's best for me to go to Gray Tusk here. It covers the Slowking Galar and allows for me to, I think, I'll just Earthquake every time. Because if he goes Zapdos, he has to take Rocks, which allows for me to go to Slowking. He has to hit Hurricane or Slack Off. If he doesn't heal, then he's going to be in a bind. So he has to heal here, which I force to heal. This allows for me to slack off. Oh, he actually hard switched out. I don't mind this too much. I get to set the future side off. He gets fucked. Well, I mean, the para was bound to happen, right? Now, the issue is that the the heat train can come in potentially, and so I have to be mindful of future sight myself. So that particular para was big. But I just need to position myself to where my Zapdos can get his first kill. So here comes the Heatran. I get the chili off. Obviously, I could go through his protect that I know he has, but what I'm gonna end up doing is going to ENAMOROS, and yeah, there's no pivot I can make. It'll just Earth Power. But that was a risky protect because he doesn't know that I'm Choice Scarf unless he knows the team. My play is always Earth Power. He's probably gonna go Slowking. I doubt he'd ever zap those. Again, if I Calm Minded there on his protect, it was done. Yeah, Slowking makes the most sense. And then you pivot back. You're trying to get a repivoting into the Heatran. But what I'll end up doing here is going to Dragapult. Because if he future sights, he loses a mon. It's really, again, about getting the positioning. The Slowking paras sucked. Right? If I got one of them chili receptions off. But as I said, okay, so she's wise enough to chili. But as I said, what I'm doing is keeping Great Tusk so that, yeah, this is definitely Scarf. He keeps ceaseless edging because he's like, all right, if he goes to Urshifu on one of those turns, I need his Zapdos a little bit lower so I can Surging Strike. Aqua Cutters, finally. The reason I'm not concerned about that is now you have to give me one of your mons. Question is who? Anyone it is really important. It means you can't spin. It means your Zapdos dies. It means your Samurai dies. You know, whatever the thing is. So it gives the Heatran up, which means he can't get rocks up. So now he gets the Ceaseless Edge and get that spike up. Question is, can Zapdos take? I'm a U-turn still. If he gets the para, he gets the para. That's a really low chance. I do get another KO, but it was pretty lame. But it is what it is, you know. Surging Strike would have guaranteed the para. If I didn't get the para there, I think this game was over. Now it's this thing of do I knock you out with Draco Meteor? I guess I don't need to worry about that. I just need to position myself to Shadow Ball sweep. If he were to throw in his Slowking here, he would lose. If I 2-hit KO this Slowking with Shadow Ball. Okay, so he left Zapdos and bless. So now I can Shadow Ball. Like Zapdos being gone is a big fucking deal. Big deal. One, now he has no Earth Power resist. Because my ENAMOROS is obviously... so now I force the Samurott in. They should chili here. But I don't need my Urshifu any longer. Urshifu is solid, but it's not required anymore. Now I do want to make sure that the Urshifu can't Swords Dance, because I don't think he's banded. So I'm gonna have to put in a lot of work here with my Galarian Slowking. %, I might die. I don't know the rolls super well on that. He hasn't terrored yet. And this spike goes a long way. It's a game far from over, but I'm loving it. So if I were to allow Samurai to come in here, he'd get another spike. I don't think I can stop him getting another spike. He should future sight here. So if he were to Sludge Bomb, he Sludge Bombs. But yeah, it's expected future sight. What this does is now he has to deal with a surging strike next this turn, assuming I get it off. Please, Urshifu, I really need you this particular turn. Like any other turn, actually not any other turn. Come on, man. That is so fucking huge. That is such a big fucking para, dude. Like, I'm trying my best to play around the luck, but I can only do so much, you know? So fortunately, because of the para, I didn't get to attack. So I can technically Aqua Jet here, which I don't think he realized. So the double down actually helps me a lot. I wish I got the surging strike off on his Slowking, but, you know, it is what it is. If he lets me go Slowking, he loses. If he lets me go Dragapult on the Slowking, he lose. I'm on. But as I said, I want to be mindful of the Urshifu terrain into water. So if I go Dragapult, yeah, he's gonna. I could go to this. Actually, Dragapult is just best because Slowking's coming in every time. I know that. And I want to get this massive Shadow Ball damage off on him. Like, if I went anything else and he went Slowking, he'd have a potential edge. Like, if I went Slowking and he went Slowking, that would be probably the only time where I'd have the edge. But him taking this repeated damage means soon my Enamoros can go for Sludge Bomb. And as long as I position in a way where Urshifu can't just Swords Dance for free, then there's always hope, right? Because Slowking loses to... well... I guess it kind of loses to mine, but you know what I'm saying. Because technically say Terra Watered, which helps my Garg. Good Terra there. So now I don't have to worry about Terra Water or Shifu. But good Chili Reception there. Now obviously Garganical is going to be a bitch to switch into, which is what he's been trying to avoid. So we both fuck each other up. So what I'll end up doing is Slowking Galarian because I have to. I didn't expect him to Sludge Bomb there, truth be told. I don't agree unless he doesn't have Slack Off. So now I can just Sludge Bomb for free. The reason is because I don't want to take the Future Sight. Please, for the love of God, get this attack off. God damn, dude. Like, fuck. Oh my God, man. Alright, so Enamoros, I don't have a choice. It's very frustrating, man. Like, incredibly frustrating, as you guys would know. If he Scarfed, he'd kill me, but... oh my God, man. That's so frustrating. That fucking Sludge Bomb miss is so frustrating. Alright, well, we'll recoup and come back. So I get my Future Sight off, which is really good. Which means the Samurai's going to have to come in at some point soon. I get to Sludge Bomb here. If you were to Chili, please, for the love of God, get a poison too. No poison. Now Samurai's going to come in. I need to Sludge Bomb this turn. So now he's gonna go to his fucking Urshifu, and if that shit is banded, please, for the love of God, get this fucking Chili Reception off. Thank you. He may be Scarf, I doubt it. Please hit. Please hit Dragapult. I don't think Aqua Jet does 28. And I need this gone for my Garg. This is probably the only thing that... if it's Scarf, then... then my Garg will have an easier time with it, because it won't do that much to me. But his Slowking does not have Slack Off, which is a big thing. That's the big thing there. My Garg, okay, so blessed. Jeez. What a motherfucking game this has been, man. What an emotional roller coaster this has been. So Samurai only has one switching, which means I don't even have to be pressed about Pole. If he goes slow king, then he has to go for the attack, yeah. And mine comes in and worries about nothing because I have the... So Chili's, but you only have one turn. That's the issue. So you have to Ceaseless Edge this turn. Well, he's going to Aqua Cutter and pray for forgiveness. What am I saying? I know exactly what I'm saying. So anyway, he'd have to Aqua Cutter and hope for a hacks on my Guard switch. Yeah, and I just Saw Cure here. And Saw Cure the Slow King and then 1v1 it. Because he's Terra Water, obviously. He's going to Sludge Bomb. Does knock me out, but now my Slow King is 1v1ing. Because he can't do shit to me. So yeah, good game. Jeez, them Paras made this so much longer for no reason. Like, insane. Let's turn the slack off here in case some miracle happens. I don't know. They have no reason not to click anything but slack off. See? telling you boys, like that I think that was the first game of the live. Was that the first game? Yeah. That was fun. That's a arduous battle. So we might only get a 2-gamer today. Similarly, you know, Urshifu's Surging Strike goes. But conditions have to be met. And similarly, you know, Moonblast goes. I think more importantly in this game than the last is how important my Terra Fairy Garg is. 1 Siren defense. Other than his Slowking Galar, I'm inevitable. In fact, I don't even need the Terra Fairy. Well, I do because it is his Urshifu. And potentially his Regidrago. That could be a beast. The reason I'm reluctant to Terra Fairy, obviously, is because I want to be able to hit Slowking. But they're chilly receptioning anyway, so perhaps Curse would have more merit. Like an Earthquake. But, you know. But either way, also my Shadow Ball goes crazy. That's probably why I like Terra Ghost. The Shadow Ball is so good. Basalt Curing, Great Tusking, all the things are incredible. They're handsome. They're amazing. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. What can I guard well against? I don't guard well against Xianpao if it's unchecked. I have solutions, but it's not. You know, that shit too, it kills everything under the sun. So obviously a Dragapult situation for me turn 1 would be amazing versus most of his team except Xianpao. But if he Xianpao leads, I have to go Urshifu and take half and then potentially get paralyzed, so that's not ideal. So I'm gonna do is Pulp. With Choice Scarf, Draco. Why do I think he's just gonna leave this shit in, like, and just die? If he doesn't, then Slowking Galar would be the play for him. I guess he could be physical and my Slowking could just vanish off the face of the earth. I mean, if he's physical, I mean, I don't know, bro. I don't know why he would lead Drago. Like, something about, I've never seen a Regidrago, so I just don't trust something about this. So I'm gonna just make my best all-around play. Even if somehow he would have knocked Slowking out, I wouldn't lose. It would make Zapdos a little more annoying, and me missing my future sight would be a thing. But yeah. And also, if he switches out and I switch out first, then I know I'm faster. So if the next time this matchup occurs, but he could also be like, well, I'm gonna Terra because I know Dragapult's a problem, and he's just gonna Draco. But if I Terra Dragon Draco, massacring happens. Like, he has nothing for that unless it's AV Slowking. So, you know, just all these things, all these possibilities to consider. If I Shadow Ball here into a Slowking switch and it's not a Soul Vest, then he's in a pickle as well. Even if it is a Soul Vest, he's in a pickle. Because I'll 3 KO, then you have to go Xianpao, and I have things to guard against that at least temporarily, right? So this is just the beauty of mods, right? It's tough in that there's always hidden information, and you never quite know. So he stays in and goes through Dragon Energy, which I think 60% is. I mean, I think that's Scarf. I think he's Scarf. Now he's gonna switch out to probably his Slow King or his that Steelmon, anticipating my Enamoros, or he could go Xianpao. If he goes Xianpao, I might Terra my Enamoros and kill him. But yeah, it goes Treads. Treads was a decent enough mid ground. Do I want my choice band on my Shifu? I do. I do want it. I do want it. Now what's interesting is that I don't even think Treads can do anything to me. Like, if you're gonna stay into knock, that would be foolish. I actually would prefer if I didn't have my choice scarf on my Enamoros though. But I don't know what Treads would do. Do they run Iron Head? That'd really be whack if I got Iron Headed here. I know he's gonna leave it in, but I just don't know what he's gonna do. Oh shit. Yeah, so that was really whack. I got Iron Headed. I didn't think they had that, but now I know. So yeah, it's not a counter. Really glad he let this get hit, because now he has no Dragon Resist. My Enamoros being gone does matter. I think you still die. Oh, close. It forced the Terra though, which is good, and because that matchup versus my my Slow King is worse now. So we're in a Shadow Ball again. If he slacks off, so be it, but likely just gonna Chili. Chili now, yeah. So I'm staring down Xianpao, but it is what it is. It's staring down Treads, which is odd because you have Iron Head, so I know you don't have the leverage on me. And if that Xianpao is what I expect. Now the issue is that his fucking Drago is probably still Rocks is the play. Rocks is still the play. This Volt Switch. Even if it were to be Volt Switch, so be it. Hurricanes and the heavy duty boots are coming in clutch. So let me think. Is there a downside to chilling? Nope. If I were to future sight here, what would his initial switch be? Iron Treads. I want Treads in though. He discharges and gets a para, which is annoying. Okay. Gives me a lot of insight as to the kind of player I'm versus though. I'll Salt Cure into, so he has U-turn, okay. I'll Salt Cure into, because what I'm looking to do again is, if I can get rid of his Slow King, I just Iron Defense, and there's not much he can do about that. This may have future sight. It'd make very little sense not to use it. It does Chili, okay. As I said, the way I'm playing it is okay. If in the worst case scenarios, because he gets to the rapid spin. Actually, no, I didn't mean to click Earthquake there. Interesting. The spin is always my play here. Gets the opportunity to discharge in the U-turn, which means that the Treads gets to come in for free. U-turning here every time. I just don't want to risk him Hurricaning in my Polt, because we saw from last game what Polt's value is, and all I have to do is just Terra, Dragon, and Draco. So again, very likely the U-turn. I'm gonna. She's better to position Garganical versus the Treads. So he goes Treads, he's gonna think he's suave. I'm just gonna fucking Salt Cure him. Okay, goes Urshifu. That was interesting. Is he trying to force my Terra? Well, he is, but actually do need to Terra now, because if his And now reposition with Zap. I mean, with, now that I've Terra, the Drago is useless. But now I can reposition. Because now I thought about it, it's like, actually, if that fucking Drago comes in for free, I have nothing for that. I'd have to lose 2 mons. So actually, yeah, Terraing there was the best play. Him chilly receptioning doesn't draw too much from me. Right, because now you're forced to go to POW, which I know you've been trying to avoid. And assume Ice Shard / Icicle Crash / Sucker Punch, yeah, which allows Bandit. Okay, so this allows for me to reposition Dragapult. I have Terra already, so again, this is one of them times where, you know, if I get the para, I really want the damage. I'm like, fuck, dude. Why is it a 100% para chance? Like, it's never not parrying, which is frustrating. It's very frustrating. Because the U-turn damage, if I don't get parried, now it wouldn't lose me the game if I get parried. But if I don't get parried, and the next time I come in, I can probably kill him with Surging Strikes. Now, I may get parried that turn, but knocking the Zapdos out completely, we've seen, you know, how critical that can be to a game, right? And so, I mean, opts for the future sight, so be it. Because what he's going to try to do is take this as an opportunity to get his Iron Treads in. But what I'm going to do is just let him... What I'm going to do is go to my Pult and let the Pult take the future sight. Or I can use Garganical to take the future sight. Because I can't have him future sighting and have Iron Treads in. So let's say I future sight here. Yeah, it's better to chilly reception. If I future sight here and he goes to Iron Treads directly, one, your boy stays getting parried, so that's not even a game I want to play. But I don't want to switch into Pult on a Earthquake and future sight. Even though future sight would be useful, but this Iron Tread isn't gonna die to it anyway, and that's likely gonna be the Pokemon on the field once I get it off. And so I'd rather just one-shot the Iron Treads and stop it from spinning completely then. Because if the Iron Treads goes, and the beauty of it as well is that I can just start flamethrowing. There's very little downside to flamethrowing now. I probably 2-hit KO the Slowking. Actually, maybe not. I expect Slow Fire. I don't know. Draco did 51. He's gonna be, I don't know. It'll be close because it's a Slowking at the end of the day. But I need to get this off because he should go Treads here. I really need to get this off. Come on, Slowking. Okay. Pokemon, okay. He got so much momentum, man. It is what it is. That's what I'll say about it. It is what it is. I'll keep playing to my outs, right? But that put me very far back because now I have to take a potential Earthquake, and if Iron had killed my Enamoros, then this is probably offensive Treads. So I can't even switch. Man. But we'll still play. We'll still continue to play to our outs. Frustrating experience. And I'm not 100 on the roll with Slowking, and if I fucking get parried any Earthquakes, I lose. You see what I'm talking about? One turn. This Iron Tread's got all the health. And I got a whole kill. This is why these little things matter. But like I said, I'll focus on my outs. Those things are gonna happen. So we'll just continue playing. I still have several win cons. I'm gonna have to up the aggression a lot. I just can't control when my Slowking gets parried. So he goes Reggie Drago, which is interesting. Maybe he expected flamethrower there. It doesn't matter what he expected, truth be told. Doesn't matter. I'll have to outplay the fuck out of him now. Because the luck he got put him in a position where he actually stands a chance. Without that, this would be a wash. Because he has no switch-ins from my Urshifu. Right? Especially now that I can U-turn. All I need to do is use Urshifu, bait in his Zapdos on my Dragapult, and I'll get a KO. So now I've confirmed probably banded. So he predicts my Garganacl, which is unnecessary. That was a bad play, truth be told, on his end. Very bad play. Because now his treads. Well, I guess his treads was gonna treads his health. Doesn't matter that much. So he goes for Future Sight. Now I can Future Sight, but no, I still need the Chili. But this is the exact same situation as before. The only difference is that he should have Amon down, where I should have Amon up. Right, because Dragapult would have taken the Future Sight. He wouldn't have rocks. It would have likely been treads that got sacked. Now I'm in the same position again, with a disadvantage. Now I'm going to have to take rocks and the Future Sight on my Dragapult. But hey, as I said, we'll just have to make do. So this is a situation that should have happened the first time. Especially because I can just U-turn too. That's another thing I could have done. I could have U-turned. But yeah, we're just going to Flamethrower here. I guess he just doesn't value the Regidrago anymore. That was incredibly risky. A Shadow Ball switch. If I Flamethrower you there. Now he slacks off. I get to Future Sight now, which is a bigger deal. It's a bigger deal that I get to Future Sight now, because now I can go Garganacl. Dude! Yeah, I don't think I can win anymore. I don't think I can win anymore. Oh my god, bro. You cannot make this shit up. No, I won't forfeit. He can throw. He can throw. Okay, that's the first step to throwing. Actually, no. I should have shot a ball there if I needed him to throw. So now he gets a bandage surging off. Basically what I was hoping there is, well, I guess, no. I flamethrowered because I didn't want Slowking coming in. Because I need to Rapid Spin to win this. But if he's bandage surging straight, he's going to obviously 2 kill my... So... But I can't win without Garganacl, but I can't win without spinning. So yeah, it's ridiculous, man. I don't think my Slowking would have died to an EQ because Iron Treads is so weak and have max HP. But as I said, we can only control so much. So I have to hope he's Scarf. He Swords Dances though. Okay, no, it's over now. Cause you know, I'll obviously faint and stuff and whatnot. I won't faint to the Surging Strike, but you know, Salt Cure damage is not enough and stuff. That's frustrating, but it is what it is. It is what it is. I swear it's be the easiest games. You know, it's be the easiest opponents. So it seems my luck is back. So same shit almost lost us the first game. Now I know Iron Treads runs Iron Head. If I had my ENAMOROS, this obviously would be different. But yeah, like the paras, and I think the last guy at the very least thunderwaved me, so it's, you know, it's a guaranteed para. But this dude discharged and got every para he needed. I think I got para probably 50% of the time from like an actual standpoint. Like, I think if we added the turns up, it was at least 50% of the time. It's just fucking ridiculous. As I said, you can't control that. Though I do want to continue getting my points so I can play better people. Whatever. Alright, so we're gonna end it there. Thought about grabbing another one, but I actually don't want to play another game. And I'll hit the like button if you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.